welcome to the Untold. Yet another episode centered on dentistry.
Your favorite topic.
Apparently. Should have
Today's
been a
different,
dentist,
though.
maybe. Today's different.
Because?
He's a singing dentist with so much interesting things about him we can discuss today.
And he's very, very positive.
Very positive.
Yep.
What's his thing? What's his quote?
What a beautiful day
To smile.
to smile.
Right? How about we welcome our guest right after this?
Welcoming our guest today, actually a very, very, very special guest today, Dr.
Yes.
Liddawi. I have to say, what a beautiful day for smiles it is today.
Yeah.
We can see you're smiling.
Yes, always.
Positivity from the moment we said hi. How are you?
All good. Thanks
It's
for
a
having
pleasure.
me, guys.
Of course.
No, it's a pleasure
It's
to
good
have
to
you
see you
here.
again.
Thank you.
We've had actually many dentists on the show, and
Yeah.
it's always nice seeing more people that have different specialities, different stories, and different adventures, and of course different untold stories. We'd like to start broad, big, major. Like, what's your story? Like, what's Dr. Raja's story?
My story.
Essentially, what comes to mind?
All right. Born and raised here, obviously.
Nice.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right.
Three
Nice.
generations. So,
Mashallah.
hey, my granddad moved here in his 20s, 28 or something.
Wow.
And he was like one of the first dentists here.
Oh, you're a
Hey,
third generation
it's
dentist?
It's a family
It's a
thing.
family
it runs
business.
with the
It's a
family
thing.
then.
I go like, that's how it is.
So then I guess the question was, did you only pursue dentistry because your dad did, your grandpa did?
My dad, it skipped my dad's generation.
Oh.
He went for pharmacy first, then he changed it to
Okay.
engineering. And then with me,
Okay. You stuck to the
I
origin.
because they keep, they give you that. They keep. It's not.
They groomed you to be a
They
dentist.
groom you to be a dentist.
groomed you to
Literally,
be a
ever
dentist.
since you was a
Nice.
kid.
But guys, I can't imagine doing a desk job. Sorry, like I can't.
Right. I
No,
mean,
fair.
Imagine sitting all day.
Honestly,
he's
Honestly,
the only one with a desk
it doesn't
job.
work.
I have a desk job and my back hurts.
Right?
I mean, honestly.
Your neck's killing you. Like it's nice to
No, I
interact with
agree.
people
Absolutely.
because it's
I
more
agree.
than just.
I
like,
can never
treating.
imagine myself being stuck behind a desk.
Right?
I mean, this is different, guys.
Yes, it's
This
very
doesn't
different.
count.
All right, fair enough. So
Yeah.
ever since you were a kid, you were told that dentistry is a thing.
It was just always. I used to go to his clinic when we were really, really young.
So you were inspired.
Yeah,
then.
we have other family members that are dentists and stuff. So we just
Okay.
said, I was very exposed to it all,
Okay.
And after I graduated
Hmm.
high school, I went to a private English school here.
Yeah.
Same one as you, I
Yep.
think. Right?
Yep.
And but my mistake was
Yeah.
back then we didn't really know, and you have to do A levels, right?
Oh.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just like GCSEs, khalseen.
Exactly.
We're happy, and we're like,
Exactly.
okay, you're 16. Are you gonna get into university? No, you need to finish high school.
Oh.
So I moved on, went to Canada,
Yeah.
I finished high school there.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, did top of
So
the class.
you can't finish
Yeah.
high school in the school you were in here?
We did, but I already had planned to leave.
Yeah.
All my peers and classmates left, and 10% stayed behind.
Interesting.
I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Went to
Okay.
Canada all on my own at 17.
Wow.
One
Solo.
Of the yes,
Wow.
it's literally it makes a person.
Absolutely.
It's so
Right.
great for.
I think it's difficult just being 17 there because you've got to
Yes.
be 18 for a lot of things.
Exactly.
Even getting a lease on an apartment.
In Canada, actually,
Yeah.
it's not like
Not like the
States.
US. Is it at 16?
It starts a bit younger,
You're
you
a
know.
bit
Okay,
younger.
that's good. That's
It
good.
was-
That's,
All right.
that's fair.
It was great.
Okay.
High school was very different than Kuwait, to be
Oh,
honest.
I can only
Absolutely.
imagine.
But we got like our schools here got us ready for schools there.
Nice.
Especially the English system because it's like regimental, you know.
100%.
So finished from there
Okay.
and then got my options given to me. It's like, yeah, you get your scholarships to continue university in Canada
Yeah.
or you go to the UK. وحزتها I did not want to leave. I wanted
You
to stay in
loved
Canada. I loved it.
Canada.
It's a city. It's Toronto.
Toronto.
Nice.
It's
fair.
nice.
Nice.
Okay.
But then I started weighing it out. Like
What year was that?
that was in, I finished high school back, it was 2001 here, 2003 there. Then I got my options given to me and
Okay.
I was like, okay, 8 years of med school in Canada, 6 years in the UK. What would you do? I'd rather graduate as a younger doctor.
Of course. So you
So
went
so
to
you
the UK.
took-
I did UK.
Oh.
بس شنو صار?
شنو صار؟
On the plane,
Yeah.
flying in to Northern Ireland.
Uh-huh.
UK was Northern Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah.
I look at the green pastures and all the sheep and cows, and I look at myself and I was gonna cry.
What have I done to
I
myself?
was in tears. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I left the city. Oh yeah,
To the
coming
nature.
To a farm? Like, what is this?
You're a
I
city
hated-
boy.
I hated it. I
Okay,
was.
you're a city boy.
After literally a year of being there,
You can't imagine.
I was like,
Okay.
thank God I did it. I
Yeah,
cannot go back.
yeah.
And it's
What
always like
gave
that.
you that aha moment?
After every country you go to, you're mixing with different people and different cultures. Okay?
true.
Even though Canada is very multicultural,
Right.
Yeah.
it
And the
still
UK
has
as well.
its quirks, and
Right.
the UK is the same.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But with me in Northern Ireland, there weren't many Arabs, like none. Maybe I was the only
And
one.
you can pass as one of them.
They thought I was Irish, and my Irish accent is extremely good.
No way.
Oh, could you switch?
What do you Northern Irish? What you fancy having? I can speak like this all night to you.
No way.
When I first came back here, it was really hard for me to talk to my patients
No.
because they weren't really understanding what I'm saying. And then I had
He
to
is very
I
good.
love that.
I defaulted to international American accent.
That's
Wow.
actually very
Kill you,
good.
fam.
It's one of my
That's
favorite
so-
accents, by the way.
If I had a movie that needed such character, you're gonna be in it.
Yeah, I'm down.
That's
I'm down.
amazing.
You gotta.
Well, that's
keep it
actually very
fun.
impressive.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
impressive.
guys, languages are my thing, though.
All right,
do, you,
nice.
do you speak more than Arabic and English then?
The more you learn, the easier the next language is.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you know your
Yeah.
Spanish base, Spanish,
You can speak
Italian,
Spanish
it's
now?
easy. Spanish, Arabic, I can understand
Okay.
a bit. Dutch, I can speak. 'cause my wife's Dutch, and we're Dutch.
Nice.
Arabic, English,
Right.
French in school, as you remember.
Yeah, fair. Not me, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
I'm
didn't do
English
French?
Arabic guy.
Were
Yeah.
you guys studying French throughout?
We did it in high school, right?
Just
You
high
did it
school.
if
I
you're
did high
joined.
school too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did in high
But
school.
I
you have
joined
to
very late,
practice,
yeah.
guys.
I lost it because of no
Such-
practice.
The
Yeah.
the more you acquire, the easier the next one is. So Dutch
Because
is
they're similar,
Germanic.
aren't they?
I
Yes.
mean, students have difficulty having people speak English with in Kuwait, so I can only imagine
yeah,
how
yeah.
to find people to speak
God.
French.
Our
with
school
them.
was tough about
know.
that. If you spoke Arabic in the playground,
Oh.
you get punished. Like,
Wow.
you get detention. You got
So
to
yeah,
speak English all the
yeah.
time.
That's very strict.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
So you graduated from Ireland then?
Yes, from Queen's University.
So 6 years.
It was 6 years, and then I decided to stay for a bit and work there.
right. You
So
did,
they
like,
said-
do a residency for dentists.
It's basically for everyone else. It's residency. There's two pathways. One called VT or
VT?
vocational training,
Okay.
and the other one called GPT, general professional training.
Yeah.
I got selected for GPT, and
Okay.
with GPT
Oh,
they
you get
select
selected.
two from the whole year, the top two.
Okay. Oh,
So I got selected
Mashallah,
for that.
wow.
inshallah.
And رحت and I did maxillofacial surgery, كنت بدش بالsurgery basically. That
Okay.
was what I was gonna do. And then after a year of doing it, I saw the life. It's very different. It's not a 9 to 5. They'll give you a call at 2 a.m. Well, there's a
Right.
car accident,
Yeah.
a broken face, go fix it. So instead, I was like, hold on, is this the life I want? I like to, control it. I
Right.
don't want to stay till 2 a.m. I need a better lifestyle.
Okay.
So then I went for practice. I changed.
Practice. Okay.
So you kind of like just for the lifestyle kind of thing. So you were envisioning a lifestyle that you want to.
You want to be in
something to
control
love.
of your schedule.
Yes, to love, to maintain. If I'm going to get burnout and retire by 40, what's it
that's
going to do
not-
for me?
not
Nothing.
going to be beneficial.
No, that's actually very smart thinking,
Yeah.
honestly.
10
So-
years on, they called me. My parents are like, when are you coming back? Are you ever going to come back? Then the guilt trip started, and I was like, you know what?
Of course.
We'll go back.
So you worked there for 10
We
years.
all get guilt
the
trips
whole,
back.
from leaving to Canada to coming back was about 10 and a half years. So it was quite a long time away from the family.
But I guess you were visiting here and there.
I'd visit here and there,
Right.
but it's very different. And then
Holidays and
towards
stuff.
the end, I started getting a bit like, I miss it.
Of
I
course
miss
you
the,
do.
The
It's
basic
home. It's
small
home.
things, you know?
So, who? I mean, I always ask the question. And so, who was Dr. Raja before, at the age of 17, thrown into Canada alone? And then, who were you at the age of 28? I'm assuming
Character
after graduation.
forming. It's literally character forming. You're there, you're really young, you're not organized.
Yeah,
You depend on everyone else but yourself.
exactly.
When you're put in a situation, it's like throwing a kid in the deep end of the pool. You know, and you're forced to swim. You're forced to
Right,
deal
survive.
with your stuff and sort it out.
Yeah.
And that's literally what it did.
It literally
I highly
teaches you, yeah.
recommend it. I know it seems a bit harsh. And
Yeah,
what? He's only 17. What are you sending him away for?
Yeah.
But it's amazing for character.
It's actually
is, it is,
interesting.
it is.
At the age of
It's-
16, I remember I wanted
Yes.
to do an English course. My dad literally did the exact same thing. He literally threw me in London in like in an English course, and I was living with a random family that I didn't know. I didn't know anyone. And
right.
then at that age, I found it weird. But then after a month of staying there, and I think at this point now, I really appreciate how much it built me.
Yes.
Exposed me to the world at such a young age. So at the age of 18, when I went to uni, it was just normal.
Right.
Right? Different people, different cultures. You know how to deal with people.
That's the
'cause
beauty of studying abroad, and I think everyone
think
should
so.
experience that.
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, doctor, where did the music part come into play?
The music was always there, guys.
Ever since?
Always from high school. Like
From high
my
school.
last year of high school in our old school, we did a rock concert. I was on
Concert.
stage rocking it out with my band at the time.
Nice.
Where do you play?
I was playing the guitar, the bass actually.
bass,
That concert
bass.
was bass vocals,
Nice.
but it was different type of music back then. You know, you go through these phases of like metal, and so it was that phase at that time. But it was good. Yeah, it was. I don't do good.
Darkness.
Exactly. No, not really. It was the fun metal. But it's
Okay.
like I never did good with stages and public speaking and stuff. You know, like I'd be a
Like
bit
you
nervous.
have stage fright.
I did, but when you're in the zone, you forget
It's
the world.
different.
Exactly.
Oh,
There could be an
absolutely.
earthquake
Exactly.
outside.
Yeah.
You're sitting jamming.
You
on,
lose
got
yourself
nothing.
in the
Yes.
atmosphere and
So
it's
nice,
beautiful
though. I love
music.
Exactly.
I'm always envious of people that can play the guitar. Honestly, I tried, but I just always fail.
It's good for any instrument, not just the guitar, but it zones you out to a point where you're in the zone.
Wow.
Or if there's a fire going on outside, you're not even there.
Yeah.
Which is
Seriously.
amazing. Yeah, you're in the moment.
Would you recommend me I get a drum
Definitely.
set?
Yeah, but
I
get
always-
an electric one with headsets.
Yes.
Shine your neighbors. You know, just other than
See,
that.
my
Done,
friend said
man,
the
done.
same thing, and I'm like, I just want to go crazy on the
Yes,
drums. So
yes.
probably not gonna play well. I just want to get it out.
You have to start. I taught myself. I never got lessons to learn the guitar. Got my tabs and just
My
learned it
guitar is
old
collecting
school.
dust. I can't learn.
Mine is too now. I haven't touched it in a while, but it's fine.
So I mean, because obviously you must have a very overwhelming, busy life now.
This guy, yeah, like dentistry wise,
I mean-
yeah, we work 6 days a week basically, and you have to
Ooh.
always be available.
Right.
And even at my off times, I always tell my patients, I have an open dialogue whenever you want. So even if I'm on holiday, you can hit me up. If I
Wow.
check my phone, I
That's
will get
going
back.
the extra mile as a dentist.
You have to. You're giving care at the end of the day. So if I'm just ignoring everyone while I'm
Right.
away, where's the care? You feel me?
You're very
So
committed to what you do then.
I love what I do.
Honestly, I
It's
can see it.
amazing.
I can see
I
it.
love it. Like I really do.
And if people follow you on social media and they view the consistency of what you say and the content that you make, I think that's the energy we see. Honestly,
Amazing. I'm glad.
and because you're always trying, and actually, I'm curious to know because I started this segment saying, "What a beautiful day for smiles," and that's that's yours. That's your sentence.
Yes.
How did that sentence? How was it created?
Origin story.
And why? Why is it the smile that you like so? Obviously, dentist.
Because we
Oh,
do,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Other than me being a smile guy and giving people smiles and
Right.
making smiles, it works on a deeper level than that. So when
Yeah.
I say don't forget to smile and a beautiful day for smiles, have you ever had a bad day or a
Yeah,
bad situation?
absolutely.
You're sitting in tears or whatever it is.
No, my
and
life is perfect.
Exactly. And you're smiling. If you smile and give it
Right,
that big smile, and it works, it'll trick your mind into feeling happier. Because trust me, nothing's permanent.
Right.
Nothing's permanent.
Right.
Yeah.
The good times aren't permanent. The bad times aren't permanent.
Yeah.
5 minutes from now, we're in a completely different setting. So
100%,
the world's
yeah.
spinning. Nothing's ever there.
It's like a storm that's meant to pass.
So you have to kind of zone in on the moment and live it that way. And by smiling, you're tricking your brain to think, you know what? Happy hormone, happy chemicals.
I
all
think
in
I've
the
been
brain.
using that tactic.
Yeah,
I have.
it will work. Honestly,
Yeah.
try it for a while and believe it.
Yeah.
Ushuf, it will.
It's like a positive affirmations,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yes, kind of.
Essentially,
It
Kind
yeah.
of.
sends this aura
Yeah.
of positivity.
You're tricking your subconscious
Yeah.
to feel like, okay.
Interesting because
it's all good.
recently I was talking to someone about this thought. I'm a psychology major, and I remember I read this just theory, that the brain knows no difference between an idea and reality, or imagination and reality. So if you were to actually imagine yourself, I don't know, doing something very happy, successful, directing a movie, for example. It's kind of like talking to your body, this is my reality, and then it's
Right.
only a matter of time that the body proves to the subconscious that this is the reality, and that's why you become
100%.
successful down the line, because
That's
it's only
beautiful, actually.
confirming the subconscious.
Yeah.
And
all
then
the
your
time.
mind affects your body. So you can
Yeah,
increase
yeah.
your heart rate, slow it down.
Yeah.
You can freak yourself out
Yeah.
and start going all anxiety mode and nervous
Right,
or
right,
happy.
right,
and
right.
all zen.
That's beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
we'll take a quick break and continue this conversation right after this.
Beautiful.
Continuing our conversation with
Yes.
Dr. Raja. All right, so I think the second segment could be good to talk about dentistry specifically. Honestly, there's no specific question besides there are a lot of practices in dentistry. People don't know how to treat their teeth. They perhaps take it for granted. We were talking about flossing earlier
Yes.
before
Off camera, yeah.
off camera. Can you just take us through your journey as a dentist, the kind of clients perhaps or patients that you see? What's the biggest misconception that we see?
The range of patients I've seen is very different. So the ones I used to see in Northern Ireland are very different. In Northern Ireland, I worked in the north of Ireland. I worked in the Republic of Ireland, and in another city called Derry or London Derry.
Yeah.
So you see different types of patients from all walks of life,
Yeah.
everywhere. But when I moved back to Kuwait, it was very different as well, because the demands are different.
Right.
People have they prioritize different things here than they do over there.
I guess here it's more cosmetic, there it's more
Function and just
oral health.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So in the UK, we always were taught to be very conservative dentists. So I try to bring that with my cosmetic practice here,
Okay.
and try to be very conservative. So if you
Okay.
come to me and your teeth are nice, anyways, number one, we need to know if someone comes to me with, let's say, yellow teeth, he'll never hear me tell him, oh, by the way, ضروسك صفر, why don't you bleach them? You'll never hear that.
Okay.
You come to me to feel good about yourself, not for me to put you down
Right. Yeah, yeah,
subconsciously. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if he comes to me with an issue like my teeth are yellow, I'll give him a solution.
Which
You
is?
feel me? Bleach them, for example.
Oh, okay.
بيضهم. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? But over here, it's more like they go with the habba. Everyone wants a bunny smile. Everyone wants veneers. Let's go get them done. Well,
Veneers.
it's not for everyone. If your teeth are good
Okay.
and healthy, why would you want me to drill them? I wouldn't do it to myself. So why would I do it to you?
So
But
then
if
you would
come-
deny service to
Yes.
cases that are not necessary.
Not needed. And
Okay.
it's not deny. I tell them I don't recommend, don't do it.
Okay.
If you really do, think about it for a year.
For
if you
a
come
year?
back in a year and you still want it, يمكن, we might do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
wow.
that year, they actually think about it. It's not a split decision. Do it now.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's
Right.
not. And when I let them do this stuff, I give them all the info so
Yeah.
that it's actually an informed decision.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
right.
not okay. Yalla, let's start now. It's never like that. You know. But I keep trying to tell them that if your teeth are good, nothing's better than what you naturally have. Your God-given teeth are the best teeth.
Okay.
I can tell you, I've got zirconia, I've got Emax. Nothing's better than natural, right?
Right.
Unless your teeth are broken, massive fillings and holes, painful, a lot of root canal treatments. And I'll tell you, okay, well, we have a solution for you. And that's the major take-home message. So I am a conservative dentist, but at the same time, a cosmetic dentist. I
Nice.
try to
Interesting.
merge both worlds.
Merge both worlds.
And it's a huge industry, to be honest.
is.
Kuwait is one of the biggest countries in the world in terms of the F&B industry, like food and beverage.
F&B, right.
Does that correlate with your work, where basically how good the teeth are in general in the country?
I personally feel, and this is just a personal opinion, I think our dentists in Kuwait are top level worldwide. I think we're up there. We're up there with the States. Even
Wow.
better than other. Yes, definitely. I really do.
Because all of you studied
We all
from there.
studied abroad.
Yeah.
We brought back all
Right.
the pro tips.
all the
like
all the
everything.
experiences,
Yes,
all the
exactly.
knowledge, the skills necessary to conduct
Do
such
you feel like,
surgeries.
do you feel it's accessible to everyone, though? I mean, do you feel it's, because everything comes at a price in Kuwait, doesn't
Right.
it? That's the only issue I feel.
Cosmetic dentistry is a luxury.
It
It's
is.
not.
Yeah.
It's like buying a bag, a car, a
right.
watch, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not an essential. It's
It's
not a need.
It's not a need.
If
It's a
someone
want.
comes to me saying, "I need veneers," no, you
No,
don't
you
need
don't.
veneers.
You want
You want
veneers.
exactly.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
veneers.
That's
you
why
need the filling.
I guess that's why insurances don't cover cosmetics,
Of course,
right?
they don't
Yeah.
because it's
Not essential. It's not
elective.
something. Yeah,
it's
it's
called elective surgery.
elective surgery.
Then if someone wants to kind of like actually take care of their own dental situation,
Yes,
what would you suggest usually to your patients?
you're gonna visit your dentist twice a year. So every
Twice a
6
year.
months. Usually, if you're low risk, your teeth are healthy. You look after them well. You're flossing. Not really. I hope you're flossing.
I have a dentist
am
friend.
honestly
Yeah,
flossing.
I have a dentist friend that says you don't need to go twice a year. You need to go when you feel like you need to go.
Well, I never feel
What
like
kind
it.
of dentist is that?
When you feel, everyone has their own way.
Yeah,
of,
but it's only one dentist that said that.
when you feel like going, it means khalas, you've reached the point where
Yeah, right.
they're horrible. I need to go.
Maybe he
Yeah.
doesn't like seeing me.
No, but the thing
Maybe
is,
you're a difficult patient. I don't know, but we'll.
We're great friends.
then
That's
it's
why I
fine.
like bringing
Then if
it
you're
up
friend,
every
it's fine.
time. Yeah.
people in general, I think the problem is that, and that's I'm projecting, not people, just me.
Mm.
I think I wait for crisis to visit a dentist. I wait for a crisis. I wait to break a tooth, to smash one.
But when you wait that long, the treatment's so much harder.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
it's just a normal service.
Right.
It can be fixed like this. It's like taking your car for servicing, your normal service. You're changing oil and filter. If you leave it and drive on it for another
Yeah.
3-4 years and something major happens, you're going to end up paying
gonna-
more.
I
and
find it
sorting
I'm
stuff out.
always so curious. You know what I always think about when I'm with the dentist?
Tell me.
I always think of, as because I do a lot of video shoots, and so I always imagine, like when I watch a movie, just like you, I like to imagine the people behind the camera shooting that scene. So I always imagine, what's the dentist's perspective towards my open jaw? You know what I mean?
It's so relaxed. The way I run things and make things, we sit, we have a chat. It's a homey place. It's very. It's not like a
Therapeutic.
clinic.
It's like a.
I think it is.
Is it like bohemian style?
The new place is Sea View. You forget
View.
you're at a dental practice. I put some beautiful music for whoever's.
Wow.
So if you're into, let's say, rock, you get your rock music. If you're into whatever, so everyone
way.
gets their vibe.
Well, doctor,
And we're
honestly,
sitting-
You gotta switch doctors
and
now.
I take my time. I like to take my time doing stuff. I don't rush.
But
I-
we can't come for cleanings though, right?
Why not?
Oh, I thought to just come to
But
cosmetics.
a cleaning is not a 5-10 minute thing. If a cleaning is going to take an hour with me. If you
I
come.
would, that's amazing. That
He's
means,
gonna-
that means you're
Bleach.
thorough.
You're
I
thorough.
wear massive magnification. The verse is literally this big in front of me. I'm sitting in the zone and I'm loving what I'm doing.
All
We'll
right.
sit and it's usually fun. People come like I. It's
That's
like
actually
I
fun.
feel
We
like a
should go and-
psychologist.
Right,
sometimes.
We'll get a friend and family discount,
yeah,
right?
of
That's
course.
great.
Hell yeah.
the untold discount.
The untold discount.
So, I mean, honestly,
Untold discount. I like that. We should do
Promo code untold.
Untold discount. I like it.
so because the two things, the one thing that really
No,
gets on
yeah.
my nerves sometimes, it's like when you have your jaw open.
And your dentist
I was
asking
like,
you questions.
Yes, and it's like so, and he has the injection. He's like he's literally injecting your life with substance, and he's like, so tell me, where do you study?
How
I'm
am I
like-
supposed to talk?
I'm like, doctor, I can't touch my lips.
Do you want the science behind this?
Yeah.
It's distraction to keep your mind off the pain.
Ah.
ولكن
Yeah.
there's many ways to do it, but
Right.
you know, it could be something physical, like a vibration when I'm holding the cheek as I administer,
Yeah.
or it could be questions to throw people off so that they can think of something else while we're getting
Like
it
That's,
done.
philosophical
that's how they
questions.
trick kids into injections.
Exactly, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, guys. Honestly,
Okay.
Can I
it's
ask
all here.
a crazy question though?
Ask
So
a
this
crazy
is a
question.
social media thing. Honestly.
Go
I
for it.
watched
Okay.
I watched this thing once that basically if they hypnotize someone, okay, and they do a dental treatment on them, they can actually transmit without any anesthesia, what we call it. They can actually transmit the pain signals as pleasure signals, and you can actually do a full dental treatment hypnotized, feeling pleasure, not pain.
Where can you get that done?
I have no idea. I'm actually checking how good how.
Back in 2009,
Back in 2009.
I did a course on hypnosis.
Really?
I have the voice that helps, so I'm like, deep breath in and out.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you're going down the stairs. It's nice and relaxed, and you put them into that zone of relaxation.
Okay.
I've read studies, and you are right, where they've placed an implant into the maxilla, into the skull,
Oh my
with
god.
no anesthesia,
Oh my god.
just hypnosis, and the guy did not flinch. It was amazing.
Maybe his pain
was
tolerance
an
is
old
low.
video I
No
watched
way.
them.
When it's an implant.
No,
Okay.
but guys, really, with hypnosis, you can actually get there, because subconsciously, it's
Would
just,
it
you're
work
dissociated from
Would
it.
hypnosis work on every
No,
person?
you have to be suggestible. The person doing it has to be trained to do it.
Okay.
It has to. It's a full setting.
Full
it's a full setting.
No, but it's if you're talking about
But
implants.
I've read about that once. An implant done under hypnosis. It was very interesting.
Have you conducted it?
I get a lot of phobics. Okay, I used to be phobic when I was younger, so
Okay.
I kind of feel it. I understand. If I deal with phobics, that's why back in the day when I first started in Kuwait, I'd deal with either phobics and kids. They're both phobic, you know. And then later on, the adult phobics started
Right.
coming, and it's the same management. It's the same treatment.
Okay.
So you try to keep their mind off things, because if it can grow in their mind,
Yeah.
the sounds, the smells, everything. So you're distracting, you're putting them at ease, and I'm using the same tone that I did for hypnosis, but I'm not hypnotizing.
Of course, yeah.
I'm just putting them at ease.
Getting them calm,
Okay,
calm
wiggle
down.
your toes, wiggle your left toe, wiggle your right toe. On any, I'm going injecting, and they're not even feeling it, because there's little tips and tricks you can do to avoid the pain.
That's interesting.
Back in the day, you don't have time. Yalla, injection, done. No, you administer slowly.
yeah.
You distract the patient. You
It's
talk to
interesting,
them.
man, honestly.
But you don't ask
Dentistry-
questions.
Yeah.
You-
So dentistry is developed over time.
Oh, yes.
Back in the day, they would just rip it out. Or
Back in the day, you go to the barber shop.
The barber
He'll cut
shop.
your hair, shave your beard, and pull out your tooth.
Wow.
This is how it was done.
I guess my follow-up question is: what technological advancements have been made to dentistry?
Guys, now is the golden era of technology.
No
yeah,
way.
So tell me,
In
what's
dentistry?
happening?
Yes. Like, I've gone 90% digital now, okay? So remember the old school impressions where you're gagging, ياخذون الطبع, and you're
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
gag. Not anymore, we're scanning. So you scan the teeth.
For the X-ray, you mean?
No, for taking an impression to get a crown
okay,
done, or
yeah,
getting
yeah,
your
yeah.
veneer done,
Yeah.
or getting even
I used
ortho
to-
or braces.
I used to bite on the clay thingy.
Yes,
yeah.
I felt like it's
Exactly.
pulling my jaw off.
Not anymore. Well, we
It's
still
just
do
a
that.
scan now.
Yeah.
I scan it.
Uh-huh.
It goes to my lab.
3D.
On they see it on the computer. They do
Okay.
the plan. We 3D print your mouth.
No way.
So we have your teeth where
Amazing.
you're not even here. You can go home. I can sit and have your mouth. I شوف عضلتك, I see your bite. I sort it all out, do my plan the way I want.
No
You come
way.
back, I'm like, by the way, you're going to look like this. I can
Wow.
even send you a simulation if you're thinking of braces. I'm like, by the way, your teeth are going to look like this, or your smiles.
Wow.
That is actually
Right.
crazy.
And that's
Crazy.
just one thing. There's
That's just
so much other stuff.
Are there robots being involved?
Yes, I have a
To
CAD cam that
do things instead
Yes.
of you.
in the future, I think this is something, and we're talking about that. This is AI and singularity, and so that's another
Everyone is
episode.
fearing their job
Yes.
is gonna.
Yes,
get
that,
lost.
that is another talk because we
Yeah.
can talk for hours about
Right.
that. But after scanning your teeth, I can just mill 3D cut and mill out of a block of zirconia or ceramic
Wow.
a tooth for you in a few hours. So you don't need to come back next week to cement
You
your
just
tooth.
gotta wait and.
Cement in a few hours, go
Right.
have a
That is
coffee, come back,
honestly
cemented,
mental.
done.
Man, dentistry.
Dentistry.
So it is different.
But do you fear your job being lost to a robot?
No.
An AI.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's an artistic touch. It's
Absolutely.
different.
Absolutely.
You feel me? It's
I
not
feel
like
you.
it's not like I'm packaging at a factory.
Right.
It's different. You still
But
need
robots can assist you.
definitely
in the future.
They definitely can.
Yeah.
A lot of jobs are gonna become more redundant. I feel.
Redundant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Especially,
you seen,
especially
like-
menial labor and from there. and
dentists
on.
might too. But at the end of the day, you need a human operator.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
maybe
Yeah.
there's a machine in your mouth going in, drilling, doing its thing. But
It
there
might
are
have
info being
less
input.
humans in the clinic, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen the remote surgeries? Where someone does a
remote-
surgery
yeah,
from New
yeah,
York
yeah.
to Kuwait.
So
for
I was
example.
imagining
It's
if they can
nuts.
do that with dentistry.
I think we'll get there
remotely.
one day. I really do think we'll get there one day.
Wow.
In terms of anesthesia, I mean, I've been to a
That's
dentist.
the best invention ever. More than any digital
So
anything can tell you about.
whoever
But
created it, we need a statue of that man in every city in the
Definitely.
world, all right?
Definitely, guys.
So I can. Once I went to the dentist, he's like, "Yeah, you need this much." He puts this much, and I'm like, I'm literally tearing up right here. Can you please stuff my face with anesthesia?
More.
But I can feel it advancing, and it used to be an injection. Now they put
Yeah,
some
they
cream
gave me
on
pills
it.
when they took out my wisdom teeth, all four.
Okay.
I didn't feel
In the same
anything.
time?
At the same time.
Is that-
didn't feel anything?
It can be
And
done, yes.
honestly, the doctor was really great. He's very light with his work. you
Was
know?
it only pills?
He
Ahmed,
gave
or
me
was
pills
it-
and then he
injected you,
injected
obviously.
me.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Pills,
I,
wow.
I don't
Yeah,
know
if
if that's
you've got anxiety.
Is that anesthesia though?
If you're very, very anxious, sometimes they'd give you something to calm the nerves,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
the
really?
gel
Okay.
numbs
He told
the
me you
surface.
won't be passed out, but you'll be in and out, and you
Oh,
won't know.
that's what you got
Yeah,
then.
that's what I
Okay,
got.
okay.
So what?
And I didn't feel the pain, but I can have visions of what he was
Did
doing.
you get any IV? Did you have anything? Did you have a
This
drip in?
guy got into a surgery.
I don't remember the IV part, but I have my teeth. with
Nice,
me.
yeah. It's a nice memory.
It's a nice memory.
of a nice
And
experience.
he took pictures of me
while
during
doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
One of the reasons I actually dislike dentists for a part of my life is because I went to this one dentist who I hate in Lebanon. He made
Why
me
did you go
sit,
to-
and he made me sit for 6 hours straight.
For what?
For literally, I was doing. I can't
How old
remember.
were you? Can you please
I
tell me?
was 15 probably. I was sitting for 6 hours straight, literally, and he's just doing the magic. And my dad stayed there for 12 hours once. So we were both. Yeah. Honestly, it was crazy.
Oh, no, it was like a day experience.
A day,
It's
and
a day as a
amazing.
dentist.
So my dad and I are literally traumatized ever since, but now I'm over it. So
You can get over these things, trust me.
No,
I
I'm
used to
over
be
it.
the biggest phobic
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
to this stuff, and now you kind of just let things go because it's all
lovely.
here. Trust me.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, that's reaching the end. Any tips for up and coming, just inspired future dentists?
Don't forget to smile. No.
Don't forget to smile.
You're going to get there at the end. Get at it and do it. The world
Yeah.
is your oyster. Trust me, if you put something in your mind, you're definitely going to get it. And
Love
I
it.
truly believe in
Beautiful.
that. Well,
Beautiful.
thank you guys for having me.
No,
you were
it's a
awesome.
pleasure.
Both of
It's
you.
a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. It was
so
our
much,
pleasure to
Doctor.
have you
Bye-bye.
here. Well, we'll be back for the wrap up.
And exactly as expected, what a beautiful episode and what a beautiful day for Smiles, as it says always.
Yes. I
Um,
was smiling throughout, honestly.
But he's just, you know,
Great character.
yeah,
You know, the accents thing.
yeah, he's very good at those,
So good.
honestly. And I think one of my favorite things he said is that he would play music for you while you're doing
Yeah.
your
It's so
teeth.
therapeutic to have
Yeah.
a dentist that actually cares about your mental psyche
Mm.
throughout the process.
And he
A lot
knows.
of people have phobias, and he knows how to
Yeah,
handle them.
absolutely. He's
know?
very, very well informed, updated, up to date,
Yes,
definitely.
up to date, for sure.
So
And
Dr.
so
Roger
much-
is
he's so giving of his time. To the
100%.
point where you can call me as a patient.
Yeah, anytime.
Even if I'm on a holiday. Tell me what dentist does that.
We need more dentists like that, I guess.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, thank you for tuning in tonight, and join us next time for another episode with a brand new guest right here on the Untold for KTV2. Till then.